What if I told you there is a car on this list so rare, so outrageously expensive, that just one of its interior details took craftsmen 9 full months to build? Not the whole car, just one detail. And the price tag? A cool $30 million. That is not a typo. $30 million. But here is the craziest part. Every single one was already sold before the public even heard about it. Welcome to a world where the word expensive does not even begin to cover it. Today, we are counting down the top 10 most expensive cars in the world in 2026. And trust me, by the time we get to number 1, your jaw is going to be on the floor. Oh, and a quick note before we start. You might be wondering why the legendary Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe is not on this list. Simple. That car sold privately for $142 million back in 2022 and is now a museum piece. Our list focuses strictly on road-going machines and recently traded masterpieces. Now let us get into it. But before we dive in, if you are new here, welcome to the Auto Standard, your number 1 destination for everything automotive. Hit that subscribe button right now and smash the notification bell so you never miss a video like this. And stick around till the very end, because number 1 is genuinely unlike anything you have ever seen in your life. Let us go. Pagani Huayra Imola Roadster $6 million plus. Kicking off our list at number 10 is something that sounds like it was designed on another planet, the Pagani Huayra Imola Roadster. Named after the legendary Imola racing circuit in Bologna, Italy, where Pagani does most of its hardcore vehicle testing, this machine means absolute business. Only 8 of these open-top hypercars were ever built, and every single one sold out overnight. Overnight. You did not even get a chance to think about it. Under the hood, it packs a 6.0-liter Mercedes-AMG V12 engine producing 838 horsepower. It features a 5-piece Imola wing tuned on a GT track for 600 kilograms of downforce, meaning this car is glued to the road like nothing you have ever driven. The open cockpit, the titanium exhaust, the carbon titanium spine running down the center. Every centimeter of this car is pure art. Originally priced at $5.5 million, appreciation has already pushed valuations past the $6 million mark in 2026. And this is the so-called affordable option on today's list. I use that word very loosely. Pagani Huayra Coachbuild, $7 million. Still in Pagani territory and already getting wilder. Number 9 is the Pagani Huayra Coachbuild. Only 5 of these were ever made, and they were created because 2 collectors personally called up Pagani and asked for a long-tail version of the Huayra, inspired by 1960s Le Mans race cars. 2 guys picked up the phone and said, "Build us something special." And Pagani said, "Absolutely." The body is 360 millimeters longer for improved aerodynamics and features matte paint, woven leather, and a titanium exhaust with a special ceramic finish. The upgraded twin-turbo V12 delivers 840 horsepower and rockets from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.8 seconds. Even though all 5 are fully road legal, spotting one in the wild would be nearly impossible. 5 cars in the entire world. At $7 million each, the Coachbuild is a rolling sculpture that barely exists. Bugatti Centodieci, $12 to $14 million on the secondary market. Now we step into the world of Bugatti. Number 8 is the extraordinary Bugatti Centodieci. Launched at Monterey in 2019, the Centodieci pays homage to the legendary EB110 Supersport with 5 bold nostril-like air intakes and a wedge-shaped aerodynamic profile that perfectly merges aggression with elegance. What is under the skin? An 8.0-liter W16 engine producing a staggering 1,600 horsepower, launching this car from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.4 seconds, with a top speed of 380 kilometers per hour. Now here is something important. The original MSRP was $8.9 million. But because only 10 were ever built, one of which is famously owned by Cristiano Ronaldo, these cars are now trading on the secondary market between $12 million and $14 million. That is what extreme rarity does to a price tag. This is not just a car. This is a blue-chip investment on 4 wheels. Mercedes Maybach Accelero $8 to $10 million. Number 7 has one of the most fascinating backstories on this entire list. Meet the Mercedes Maybach Accelero. Here is where the story gets wild. This car was not built for a billionaire. It was originally created in 2004 for tire manufacturer Fulda, purely to test their new high-performance tires. Based on the Maybach 57 and designed by 4 German design students, it needed to be heavy and capable of exceeding 217 miles per hour. The result was a 690 horsepower luxury coupe unlike anything the world had seen. After its testing days were done, the Accelero gained global fame through television appearances and a Jay-Z music video, cementing its place as one of the most iconic cars ever put on 4 wheels. It remains a highly valued one-off piece, estimated between $8 million and $10 million, and it has appeared on the most expensive cars list for nearly 2 decades now. From tire test mule to pop culture legend. Only in the world of ultra-luxury automobiles does a story like that happen. Bugatti La Voiture Noire, $18.7 million. We are now in genuinely jaw-dropping territory. Number 6 is the most mysterious car Bugatti has ever created, the La Voiture Noire. The black car. This machine was built as a tribute to one of the most legendary lost automobiles in history, the all-black Type 57 Atlantic, once owned by Jean Bugatti himself. That original car vanished during World War II and, if ever rediscovered, could be worth over $100 million. Based on the Chiron, La Voiture Noire is a one-off Grand Tourer with a unique body design, a wheelbase 25 centimeters longer than the standard Chiron, and an overall length 45 centimeters greater than the original. There is exactly one of these on the planet. 1. The buyer remains anonymous to this day, and the final delivery price, after taxes, was officially $18.7 million in 2026 terms. Your script might have seen earlier reports of $10 million, but the verified delivery figure puts it firmly here at number 6, where it rightfully belongs. La Voiture Noire, the black car, a legend in every sense. Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, $17.5 million. Back to Pagani, and we are jumping into truly rarefied air now. Number 5 is the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta. This car was hand-built under Pagani's Uno di Uno custom program, and here is what makes it completely unique. It was personally commissioned by Horacio Pagani himself, the founder of Pagani. The man who built the entire brand from the ground up decided to build his own personal dream car. And the result is this. The chassis is entirely constructed from carbon titanium, yielding a featherlight dry weight of just 1,250 kilograms. It features bold bolt-on wheel fairings, an open-face steering yoke with a track-style layout, and a 7.3-liter V12 AMG motor delivering 800 horsepower, hitting 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.1 seconds. Only 3 were ever made. 3 cars in the entire world, each priced at approximately $17.5 million. If you ever see one on a public road, pull over, take a photograph, and tell your grandchildren, because the chances of it happening again are essentially 0. Rolls-Royce Sweptail, approximately $13 million. Number 4 is where Rolls-Royce enters the conversation in the most dramatic way possible. This is the Rolls-Royce Sweptail. The story behind this car is extraordinary. A single private client approached Rolls-Royce and asked for a car inspired by luxury yachts and the brand's own Grand Tours from the 1920s and 30s. Rolls-Royce said yes. For years later, after thousands of hours of painstaking handcraft, the Sweptail was unveiled to the world. It features the largest grille ever fitted to a Rolls-Royce, a sleek tapering rear end inspired by a yacht's hull, and a complex panoramic glass roof that floods the cabin with natural light. Every single detail, down to the aluminum number plate, was handcrafted from scratch. At the time of its unveiling, it became the most expensive new car ever sold. The fact that it is only number 4 on this list in 2026 tells you everything about how extraordinary the top 3 are about to get. Royce Boattail, approximately $28 million. We are now in billionaire stratosphere. Number 3 is the Rolls-Royce Boattail, and it is one of the most breathtaking objects ever created by human hands. Only 3 exist. Each one was built for a specific private client and personalized to a level most people cannot even imagine. One of the most celebrated versions features a deep oceanic blue color infused with shimmering crystals, inspired entirely by the client's love of life at sea. The design draws from graceful J-class yachts and the iconic 1932 Rolls-Royce boat tail. But here is what sets the boat tail apart from every other car on this list. Hidden within its rear deck is a full hosting suite, think crystal glasses, a refrigerated champagne compartment, and a matching bespoke timepiece from watchmaker Bouvet 1822, crafted specifically for each individual owner. A hosting suite inside a car that comes with its own matching watch. At approximately $28 million, the Rolls-Royce boat tail is not transportation. It is a mobile palace. Rolls-Royce La Rose Noire droptail, approximately $30 million. We are almost at the summit. Number 2 is the car we teased in the very first seconds of this video, the one with the detail that took 9 full months to complete. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rolls-Royce La Rose Noire droptail. La Rose Noire, French for the Black Rose, is the most ambitious creation ever produced under the Rolls-Royce Coachbuild program. Only 4 droptails will ever be made. Every single one is completely unique. And the first of them, La Rose Noire, is something that genuinely defies description. It was inspired by the rare black Baccarat rose, renowned for its deep, velvety, almost black appearance. The interior features over 1,603 individual pieces of black sycamore wood, hand-placed by craftsmen to replicate the look of scattered rose petals. That process alone took 9 months to complete. Not the whole car, just that one detail. It blends carbon fiber with aged suede leather, exposed carbon fiber finishes, and a bespoke timepiece integrated directly into the dashboard. Power comes from a specially tuned 6.75-liter V12 engine, and the price sits at approximately $30 million. 9 months, 1,603 pieces of wood for cars ever built. And yet, this is still only number 2. So what on earth could possibly sit above the La Rose Noire droptail? 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO Bianco Speciale, sold for $38.5 million at auction, private valuations exceeding $70 million. Epic music swell. Number 1 on our list is not just the most expensive car of 2026. It may be the closest thing the automotive world has to a sacred relic. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO, chassis 3729 GT. Known to the world as the Bianco Speciale, the Ferrari 250 GTO is universally regarded as the holy grail of collector cars. Only 36 were ever produced, and this particular example, finished in a legendary white color that no other 250 GTO was ever delivered in, is one of a kind among one-of-a-kinds. White, on a car that almost every other example left the factory in red. That alone makes it an object of obsession for the most serious collectors on the planet. In January 2026, the Bianco Speciale made headlines at the Mecum-Kissimmee auction in Florida, the same auction that dominated the global top 10 most expensive cars sold that year, and achieved a final sale price of $38.5 million. That is the verified auction result. But here is where it gets even more extraordinary. Private valuations for this specific chassis exceed $70 million. Some experts believe that in the right private sale, it could push toward $100 million. Why? Because it is not just a car. It is a documented piece of motorsport history. It is a hand-built Italian racing machine from 1962 that still runs. That still sounds like nothing else alive. That carries provenance, racing history, and an aesthetic beauty that no modern hypercar can replicate regardless of its price. The Bianco Speciale is the automotive equivalent of the Mona Lisa, and just like the Mona Lisa, it is not for sale at any reasonable price. That is why it sits undisputed at number 1. And there you have it, the top 10 most expensive cars in the world in 2026. From the Pagani Imola Roadster pushing past $6 million, all the way to a 1962 Ferrari that sold for $38.5 million at auction and is privately valued at over $70 million. What is remarkable about every single car on this list is that none of them were built to be ordinary transportation. They are rolling works of art. They are legacy pieces. They are what happens when money, passion, engineering, and craftsmanship collide without a single compromise. Now I want to hear from you. If money was absolutely no object, which car on this list would you take home? Drop your answer in the comments right now. I read every single one and I always reply. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps the auto standard reach more car lovers just like you. And if you have not subscribed yet, now is the time. We have incredible content coming your way and you do not want to miss a single upload. Until next time, stay passionate, stay curious, and we will see you in the next one.